Evening everyone, how are we doing tonight? Hope we're all well and doing better than YouTube is tonight. Because it is certainly not playing friendly tonight with things. So hopefully things will improve. We'll just have to see what happens with the on-screen chat. I may have to make a few tweaks to it as we go forward. So welcome along 1174 Barn Lodge, the X, Formal and L. If we start to get two chats up on screen, I'll have to have a fiddle with it again, which it looks like we might be. Oh, I think that should have sorted it. What have you done, Formal? Right, let's try that and see what happens. Things are not going to plan with YouTube at the minute. Welcome along to GD Martin. I'm hoping chat is going to behave itself and actually appear on screen. We shall see. Things are not quite going to plan at the moment. Yeah. I need to have another fiddle with that. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, this is not going well with YouTube tonight. Not at all. Restream does not want to cooperate with YouTube tonight. YouTube does not want to cooperate with Restream, and the chat doesn't want to cooperate with anything. So let's see what goes on this time. It's taken 5 goes to get YouTube to accept the stream tonight, so we're not on Twitch at all tonight. It's solely on YouTube, because I've had to go straight to YouTube. Restream is extremely broken. I'm good, thanks. So we are here on Greenwich tonight to have a look around. I don't know if Dal had a look at this, but there's just one slight thing as you spawn in the shop here. I don't quite know how that trailer is sitting up at that angle, but there should be some sort of ground contact in that area really. But we're going to have a look around on here and see what we can find. Then I'll have another go at kicking YouTube and Restream after the stream. It's working at the moment, that's all that matters, I think. So we'll get this up on screen as we normally do. Get the little map up so we can see where we're going, and we'll have a look around. Got a nice big shop here, which is an improvement over the map we looked at last night anyway. I swear GD just changed his name so that messes around my Nightbot settings. I think he does it deliberately. So we've got a cell point up here as well, aptly named Turbine Grain. With another semi-floating lorry trailer. Yes, GD, yes you would. Well, that's a bit of a ramp. 2 floating lorry trailers. how I've missed streaming directly to YouTube where it tells me I've got absolutely no one watching. Don't know if you call it a reband exactly. Don't know what you call it actually, what he's done this time. Let's go this way and have a look around. It's good scenery on here anyway, whichever way we go. Again, it's my foliage textures, what I've got in my folder on here, not the ones which come on the map. For the grass, and the canola, and the oats, and the soybeans. Rollback, GD, I think. Need to get rid of that blurriness. There you go, we see a lot better now in the distance. Takes him less time to type out, Martin. I think that's why he's done it. So big question, did anyone get notifications tonight? They've been very hit and miss for the last 2 nights. Let's see what we can find down here. Lots of shops to let. Ooh, success. At least something's working tonight. So what have we got here? A sell point. They're quite steep ramps on these sell points compared to some of the other maps we looked at. You'd be surprised what makes a difference in YouTube stats, Martin. I mean, yesterday my stats were one of the worst I've had for weeks on things. Okay, that's interesting. What was that? Was that stuck on? Go in this direction, see what we can find. So we have another sell point in here. Nice tight little yards. Even labelled so we can't get muddled up as to what it is. I think that might be the bale sell point somehow. At least there's plenty of space in there to get round. At least we've got a nice clear distance on here, so it looks very UK like. Has Twitch got restrictions on name changes then? So we're keeping a nice steady 60, which is good. Or thereabouts. Must be heading towards a farm here. I see little dots. So we come to our farm a bit sooner than I was planning to. Don't you keep doing all that thinking, GD, you'll damage yourself. It's not good for a man. A nice selection of start equipment down here. Loader, bucket, forks, weight, sprayer, T5. Workshop, the obligatory TX. Could say you're generally damaged then, GD. Nice level barns in here. We got seed, herbicide, fertilizer, flat trailer, grain trailer, 7230, and Vardstat drill. Nice little setup. Let's go left this time again. Carry on the way we were going. So quite a British feel to the farmyard down there. See a lot of different farmyards for work, so that certainly has an English feel to it, or British feel. So you better be a good boy and stick to the speed limits. Is this you're doing by any chance formal that the yards are all over the place, or buildings are all over the place? It's a little football field. Got a couple of sell points off here. They must be up near the map boundary, I'd have thought. Wonder what that one is. Not sure. And we have another grain merchants here. I think we've got another Master of Destruction in our midst, GD. What have you done to him? I believe you've been advising him on that, haven't you? Are those weeds floating? Hey Mean Bean, how are you doing? They're in the ground, they look like they're floating as I drove past them. I mean, the rest of us know if you say to someone to go into GE, it's a very, very bad idea. I'm good, thanks. See if we can headbutt the map boundary, shall we? Yep. Another good one there. Can't see where the map ends. That's how they should be, in some respects. Lots of for sale signs. Did someone know I was moving to the area? They can at least get to know me before they move out. So I'm considering switching to this one for live streams. Possibly when we do 19. Let me know what you think on that one. I suppose you could just have a little drive through the woods there. Yep, Greenwich Valley, another one from the mod contest. That's basically what that's been about since Tuesday. Just looking over everything what's been in the contest map wise. As long as I'm happy to look at them. There's been a couple that I've sort of looked at and thought, nope. Why I look at, if I don't like playing the map myself, that's going to come across in the stream, so I won't do it. It's fairly decent up here. All well hidden. So it looks like we do have one of my most hated things up the side here, tucked away in the background. If you didn't get close, you wouldn't know there's a painted boundary in there. Just works well how he's got that done. Certainly a nice grassy hillside anyway. A few tree stumps to look out for. From the little bit I've seen so far, and it looks okay. You've only been on here 20 minutes or so. We'll be starting a new series on one of the contest maps over the weekend. Little road going off that way. I'm just going to stick to going around the outside at the moment. And it does have a little bit of that feel to it, Sam. Welcome along. I'm thinking of actually doing the live streams on here for a little while now. I'll still do some 17 ones as well. Might as well take my standard approach to roundups with the Ranger, go straight up the middle. Road closed. Yeah, don't worry about that sort of thing. Just a little bit off-roading. What's the worst that could happen? Nice little feature though, having that sort of road closed there. Yeah, found a few issues with Lissa's Island, have you, Formal? Somewhere around here we should have the map boundary again. There it is. So well hidden. Good when you can drive into it and not realise it's there. Head down this way now. Not tried that one yet. Sort of been on new farm at the moment, so where there's a silage clamp glitch with it on a new save, which Lancey does know about. Weirdly, it's not something which showed up in testing, so we can't blame the testers for not finding it. Another one of those weird glitches what's happened when it's been uploaded to the mod hub. Hey Nathan, how are we doing? I'm good, thanks. Glad to be done for the week. Anyone for KFC? It's even a drive-through. Question is the drive-through big enough to get a tractor through it? Well, I think we're out of luck here if we want a quick snack when we're with the tractors. Don't listen to other people, Sam. Do what you want to do. There's a massive shortage of people out there to work on farms. Already had one lot of southern fried chicken tonight as a takeaway. I think we're going to slam into a map boundary in a second. See how hard we can hit it, shall we? That hard. So you wouldn't know that's the edge of the map there if I didn't have it up on screen. Well, it pays my wages, so it can't be too bad, Sam. You just need to be more skilled in more areas these days than you used to. It's no longer a job to go into because you can't do anything else. Maths, computer skills, good English skills all need to do the job now. Coming back near the shop here. I think we need to explore a track or two. Not that one, that's the next one I want. At least the gates sound like gates on here. Whereabouts is the farm I'm on? Anywhere from North Lincolnshire down to South Essex and out into Northamptonshire, depending what day of the week it is. Yeah, looks to be a really nice map, Nathan. Certainly well optimised because the FPS isn't really dropping too much. Yeah, he really has. You wouldn't know it's his first map. I had thought about chucking this on my Daddy as well. There's nothing. When you look in the dev console, there's nothing coming up error or anything like that there. So we've been going round. Not since I got rid of the distance blur. So animal dealer's in here. Oh look, GD, it's got your favourite animals in here. The sheep are keeping very still so Nathan doesn't see them. They think they'll be able to hide if they keep still. Never was very a big fan of Ballan Craig. Meadow Grove is far from rubbish. I just thought I'd be considerate, GD, and give you a little project in GE. I know how much you like doing that sort of thing. Could be more annoying. Got Linton Mill down here. Trust me, I could be much more annoying on here, yep. The sort of things on here, what I've found would be minor fixes, like these ones. A bit too much helium in the white line paint. They just sort of be a little bit fluty. All sort of minor things. Now don't get carried away on Meadow Grove, Nathan. If you want to make it look better, do the extended bit. Don't go changing too much of what's there originally, because that's why people like it. So let's just blow that map up a bit. We'll creep up this way. Yeah, that'll be a good one, Nathan. I think that'll do well, especially with what Seasons is going to do. Milton sort of said to me and Dal what he was thinking, and what did we think of it. Well, Nathan's going to try and implement it at 1174, but we know what he's like. Let's have a look at the pigs. We haven't been to the cow yard yet, so we're going to have to run around and find that. Still think last night's map was interesting, the way that they'd sort of hidden the animal yards until you bought the bits of land. Yeah, that'd work well, Nathan. There's a nice little pig yard here. Another workshop down here. Water points, map points. I'm sure if he asked someone like Nathan, or anyone involved, would be more than happy to give a little bit of advice. Maybe Realismus would tell him what to do. You never know, Sam. Depends how they do in the contest more than anything, I think. It's too early to say at the moment. So you'll try and cut down some roads what we haven't been to yet. Hey Craig, how are we doing? He's got to be Nathan, because to manage this on your first attempt is no mean feat, is it? To get a map looking like this. Hey MGG, how are we doing? I can't remember telling you, I seem to break everything. Yep, there's a video going out on the 11090s tomorrow. Sam, welcome along Mystic, how are we doing? Yeah, but your map this time round looks good, Nathan. Oh, that one who breaks everything. Tend to lose track of his name just lately. So we're up in the sheepyard now. Now this is what I like about on here. We've got electric fencing tape. A wire holding the animals in pens. Fishing. I really do not know how anyone can sit there doing that. I did wonder what you meant by backside brake, Mystic. Yeah, but you've done the same at Meadowgrove, Nathan. It's a nice looking map. Don't be so hard on yourself. The downloads you've had for Meadowgrove prove it's a nice looking map. I got bored of fishing, I turned to another outdoor sport. Thanks for the sub, MGG. Much appreciated. So let's see if we can actually find the cow yard this time and not go straight past it. True, I guess. So I'll go this way this time. So what shall we focus on here then? Shall we do cattle or sheep? Not doing pigs on here. Or do we look at arable more? That'd be a big ass map, for lack of a better term. think I've been to Borders when I went fishing years back. Hey Rabbit Man, how are we doing? Got another workshop up here. Just need a little bit raising up on the back of that floor in there. See sunlight beneath the wall. You're a bit late for me to watch, I'm afraid, last night, Rabbit Man. Need an early one. I'm good, thanks. Hang in there, MGG. Loanoke is on its way. It'll be with you shortly. Alright, so we've got to head back to the farm now. Yeah, that'd be a bit different, but that's something what Farmer's Dynasty have more or less tried to implement. The flower gardens and that sort of thing. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that, Nathan. Don't change what you've already got. Yeah, but then if they'd done that, Sam, you wouldn't be able to buy those fields because the AI would be set to work on it all the time. And certainly console won't be able to cope with the scripts involved. I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, but you sort of said that in 17 as well, Nathan. When you next plan on doing a stream, Rabbit Man? Are you on Truckers MP by any chance, Formal? Or are you really in Calais? I can guess, but either is likely with the traffic jam. That's alright, next one will be for sugarcane and everyone will be happy. Right, so we're actually going to do some farming on here. Once we just had a look at field price and what we actually own when we come on here. If I press the right button. So you see what we've got here. Awful lot of fields. Up to 125 down in the bottom corner. Prices 367,000. Find a small 46,694, 26,419, 29,260. It's another good size map with some really good price fields. So the question is, what animals shall we do on here? Bit more optimised, Nathan. How'd they come up with that one? Hey Stella, how are you doing? Welcome along. Yep, that's a good fit, but as you'll see in my mod review tomorrow, there's one very tiny little issue with it. And it is the fit there's an issue with. Laggier? Blimey. Laggy, is it? Let me just unlock that FPS and we'll see. So it's a very badly optimised map, is it? In the yards especially. Hitting over 200 FPS in places. So I think we should take a look at maybe the cows on here. What do you guys think? Okay, we know I've got a monster CPU and graphics card in here, but even so, that is not a laggy map. A laggy map is when you're unlocking and it's still sitting at 40. Cows or sheep? Sheep are going to require a bit less work, we know. Yeah, I was getting a solid 60 with it locked as well, so I don't know how anyone can say this is a laggy map at all. I mean, I expect to drop in these bits where that grass texture is, because you know that's fairly intense on the stuff. Yeah, that is my grass texture, Rabbit Man. That'll drag the FPS down on the map. I mean, I'd rather not check that one out again, MGG. I have had a quick look around that one, that won't be having one. So Nathan, you've got a 1050, is it your graphics card? I mean, you aren't going to dispute FPS readings like that. That is not the FPS for a lucky map. Yeah, so if it ain't laggy for you, well, someone's got a serious problem with their PC. I looked at another one last night which I wasn't overly wrapped up in the competition, but I can't remember the name of it now. Over to you, Milton, if you can, because I know you were looking at the same time I was. That one did cause problems. We thought it was going to crash when you were loading it up. The 4 trains on there. Right, so I think we'll have a machinery change around on here. We got in here T5, that can go. As can the loader for it. We could try and use some modded vehicles, shall we say, on here. Yeah, how much RAM have you actually got, Mystic? Yeah, well that's never going to happen, is it, MGG? I'm running a Ryzen 2700X and RTX 2070 on here. So let's get rid of some equipment which we want to change out. If you upped your RAM, Nathan, you'd notice a difference, that's for certain. I think we've got to change out most of this stuff. Leave the pickup. That's the one, Milton. Can't remember what it was called. Yeah, I had a 1700 before. with a 1060 graphics card, 16 gig of RAM. Yeah, you'd notice the difference if you upped your RAM, Nathan, because I think that's what you done, wasn't it, GD? But I can't remember what you had on, how much and when and what. Drill will keep. That can go. That can go. Header trailer can go. That white can go. Let's thin things out a bit. So saying T560 Combine. I think I've got it in here. Yeah, 3700 is sounding interesting. Yeah, 16 gig of DDR4 will be a big improvement, Mystic. That's what I've done to my first PC. Made a heck of a difference to it. I'm running 48 gig of DDR4 on mine. So ain't a lot which slows it down or stops it. Yep, we've got it in there. Put GPS on it. So that'll be our Combine then. So we get the header for it. Which I know is expensive. We get the header trailer. That's not unusual these days though, Sam. Hey SG, how are we doing? So we've got another one of those spawn points. We've got to try and bash the header out of the way. Yeah, but the thing is, if the real Combines hasn't got springs on it, the modded one certainly won't. I'm good, thanks. These tight shot points are starting to get a bit frustrating in some of these modded maps though. So bash everything out of the way so we can actually get onto it. Unfortunately, I think Terrier has left the building, hasn't he? Because I forgot to install it, basically. Well, if the one that John Deere wanted to measure up didn't have them, then this one won't have them. I mean, since Terrier's sort of retired, we have to just pick on GD all the time for breakages and crashes. It used to be we could pick on Terrier for some of them. Now GD has to take the full brunt of it. Okay, have fun, Stephen. Let's just remind me which way I'm going out here. Okay, we'll go and get our field combined up there. Stick to the game you enjoy playing. Regardless if you want to go back to FS, if you're not enjoying playing it, stick to the one you are enjoying. It will, SG. That's good. It's sort of getting enough mods out now to keep people more interested, I think. Especially some of the maps we've got now. Yeah, got quite a few class mods out there now if you know where to look for them. CPF does look good with snow on it. Colborough Park Farm, Formal 17. There's the pond there. I think what class ones I've got 700 Lexions, 600 Lexion, 500s, the Mega, 2 Axions and an Atlas in class so far. Okay, Formal. By the way. Seasons will be back on the 24th of July, MGG. Not long to wait now. Yeah, but just think all that fun you could have clearing those bales up, Stephen. There's a there's a post in my Discord, but you're not in there. I don't think. There's a post in my Discord about it. There's posts on Facebook and Realismus Modding's website about it and what's been involved. And if you like Seasons 17 and thought that was complex, Dal's already getting a headache about Seasons 19, he ain't even seen it yet. Got cattle breeds, grazing mod. I think weeds turned into patchy weeds which can be killed by cold weather. Crops can die after germinating if they don't get enough rain. Guess you've got to turn crop destruction off. Oops. And of course the biggest one in Seasons is crop rotation. If you get it right, you can get 120% of the yield of the vanilla crop. Yep, drought is in there. I'm not surprised GD is taking FS up to cattle and crops level of realism with that, from what I've read about so far. Just gonna make one little tweak in here. So we've got food fields combined around this way now. Yeah, I think you could be right there, GD, somehow. Might not end well on Gav's farm either, but he's got a damn good go at getting it to work. Crop rotation is where you have to rotate different crops around in your fields every year. Not grow the same crop 2 years in a row. Exactly what we do in real life. Hey William, how are we doing? Ask a sensible question, get a silly answer from GD. So we see what mood he's in tonight. Crop rotation is what I done when I tried to put the 17 textures on Newston a few weeks back, where I got all the plants upside down. I'm good, thank you, William. But one or two of us do, Rabbit Man. It's GD we've got to worry about. And Dal, we need to order an ice pack for him. What about snow, William? Certainly not snowing here. I don't know, Formal. All the instructions go in the user manual for Seasons. So I'm not quite sure what the rotation's going to be. Grass are my textures on here. So that could be an interesting one. Will Seasons work properly with these modified grass textures? Ah, yeah, I know what you mean now. That was easily fixed. missed a file. Okay, GD. I'd missed to say chopped straw texture DDS. That's why they went white. I have to see if I can do a bit of combine spotting this weekend if it's going to be warm and dry. We'll get a grain tank full, then we'll have to go and find a tractor and trailer, tractor and mower to do some grass and baling with. Might get a John Deere tractor as well. Got a few John Deere tractor mods in here. New Holland series, yeah, that's another one we have on this map. Yeah, don't want to encourage a club root or particularly flea beetle into the game, Rabbit Man. Definitely don't want flea beetles in Farm Sim. Got enough of them in real life. Why aren't you impressed with them, Formal? They seem really good mods. Yep, I would think I'd agree with you there, MGG. Gonna need a really dedicated group of players to make that work on the server. I think I can see it, Seasons and the right map bringing Cornbrook back with a vengeance though. Yeah, that 70 series is a really nice mod. They've got custom sounds, Formal. Custom sounds and gear change sounds on them. Don't think we're going to get a lot of bales off here. So good. Got a review going out first thing in the morning on those 11090s. I'll get one on here in a second. Wasn't planning to, but we'll just get one. It's not a tractor I really wanted on this save. Right, we want a tractor and trailer. Still limited on trailer options as WBF's Marshall still ain't dropped. We'll have that little Hercules, I think. I'll put that on the yellow rims. Been using CD's trailers so much, we'll use this for a change. And it's a better size for the tractor. I didn't particularly want to get, but we will have. We'll get it in standard. We'll go for New Holland. Yeah, there's a Marshall trailer which is awaiting, or was awaiting testing with FSUK, but whether they'll ever actually come now, who knows. Right, so get this spec'd up a bit. Save as a 110/90 and put wide tyres on it. And that'll be our karting tractor for today. As I say, I'll do a full video on this one tomorrow. Ah, Aorus, is it? I knew WBF was involved in there somewhere. So Aorus is the one who brought us Newston. Hey Richard, how you doing? How dare you use language like that, 1174? No end of custom sounds on this. The transmission is custom. It's been taken down at the minute, William. Last I saw. Unless he's put them up again. They sound pretty good to me. I don't know what anyone else thinks. Certainly is, Rabbit Man. So we'll be staying on this map for some streams. A slight change around now, probably stream wise. Won't do 17 every night. Yeah, I thought he had, Nathan. I think he took it down when it got put on FSUK for testing. The best bit is you guys have got it on console as well. I see no grain coming through the floor. It's always a good start with the trailer. Oh, there it is. So there's a video coming out on them tomorrow where we'll have a look at them properly, so I'm not going to spend too much time looking at them tonight and spoil the video. Be nice if it did for you guys. What do you reckon, Nathan? On this one's chances of getting through to console, if it wanted to. I think it was Greenbell's plan, wasn't it, to try and get it there in the end? Probably around 9ish, William. Probably have another crack tomorrow night, either on here or on 17 with Seasons, we'll see. Yeah, it's the patience bit, isn't it, Nathan? This map would go down a storm with the console, guys, we know that. It is a modded John Deere though, MGG, not a standard in-game one. It has got some nice little features on it. I would have put a class on here myself, but just doing as I was asked. Yeah, I thought about class on New Holland, but as I was asked about the modded John Deere, I thought we'd use it. Need to put that enhanced driving mod back on here. So what I'm planning to do is sort of buy what we need on here, then take some money out. So we've got ourselves set up. Yeah, this has got nice features on this. And spout cam and hitch cam is a good feature. Because as anyone who's driven a combine in real life will know, hooking up the header trailer caused many frustrating moments. Usually accompanied by much bad language. Yeah, I can't remember all the reasons behind that one, William. One of the Fiats has been taken down as well. So when's your next stream, Rabbit Man? I can't remember if I already asked you that or not. Okay, that's weird. Ah, have they already released an update for it? 'Cause there was a little tiny bug with it. Yeah, there's some other bugs beside that with it, William. Okay, right, man. I'm sure I'll pop across and join you. So I'll be finishing about 9. So there you go. Anyone who wants to hop across and watch Radman, hop across Rabbit. Feel free to do so. 9:15. Go and give me your support. I didn't quite take all of it. Trailer's got a good fill pattern to it though. No problem. Yep, YouTube, William. See how the little Fiat handles this lot. Yeah, 11090 I'd never had a pre-cleaner on the bonnet. Slight issue there. Slight issue with that trailer. Missing a bit of animation there. Still a nice trailer though. So whilst that empties, we'll just get a baler sorted. And another tractor. It's the wrong ones. That's going to want a front hitch on for what I have in mind. This ain't going to work for what I had in mind, so I can have a weight. Round bales? Okay, it won't be that tractor then. With that round baler on wide wheels. We'll buy that. And if we're having a New Holland round baler, we'll have a blue tractor on the front of it. Be rude not to. I think I remember to put the round baler extension in. If I didn't, we'll go have fun. just to prove there's plenty you can do in farm sim with a tractor under 100 horsepower. My new series will prove that as well when that first video comes out. What I've got in mind. Memories of driving these things. I love driving these 10 series Fords. Not a bad place to spend the day. Bit warm without aircon though. No, Matt is going to speak to 4D about that one, see if they can come up with something. Doesn't like 4D's bale wrapper either. It's nothing to do with Matt though, it's how Giants have got the game set up to go to the continental style hitch, not the pickup hook. That's the problem. Yeah, it's all to do with how Giants got attachers set up in the game. Matt did say that on his Facebook page. There's not a lot he could do about it, what he was saying. So what would you like to see me do tomorrow night if I stream then? Greenwich or West Coast? For all those who are still watching. Okay, Greenwich. You know what I'll do with that pineapple to him, Milton? Just tell Dal to watch Little Nicky and he'll know where that pineapple's going to end up. So you've got swaths on the ground, but that's still keeping fairly steady, 60. Nope, I haven't put the round baler extension in. Whoops. Pretty much, Nathan. There's plenty of drills, seeders in the game now. This can use mowers, rakes, tedders, balers, sprayer, fertiliser spreader, even the small 3-metre subsoiler could go on here. So you could run the whole farm with them. If that baler was red and a bit more boxy, it'd be a sort of age-related scene. That would. Different decals on it. Yep, power harrow as well. Little Rabi one or the Amazon one off the drill mod. Nice looking little combination, them two. No, I don't know where you got that one from. I'm not going to comment too much, Nathan. I think it proved that today, what was said about something else. Not knowing much about anything. I'll just do a little tweak in there so I can actually get a screenshot if I want to. Yeah, stop trying to get me into trouble, Nathan. I can do that without your help. Not for want of trying, Nathan. If there was a degree in winding people up, I would have it. That'll come. Matt is talking about doing a few more in the series. Let's get back over the swath a bit better. Get a good screenshot, not one of a funny angle. We'll just get these headlands bailed up for tonight on here, then that's where I'll finish. We'll finish off next time. Welcome back, Stephen. He's talked about doing some additions, but that's as far as it's got. Nothing set in stone or concrete yet. I'm quite happy with just a 6810 for now. Exactly, William. We don't want him overdoing it and burn himself out of the game. Don't do everything at once. Pack it up, you two, for I time both on you out. We'll be setting a good example. Has anyone else in chat ever seen moderators timed out before? might do very shortly. Now you have. Well, we want Nathan to get on with his update anyway. So just try helping really, it gives him the motivation to get on with the update. It gives him a 5-minute break from here. A few more barrels than I thought it was going to be on here. You've gone very quiet now, Milton. So you got very quiet. He'll be back shortly, it's only 5 minutes. Think yourself lucky it wasn't on Twitch, otherwise I'd demodded him at the same time. Hiya, Nathan. It's 5 minutes up already. Milton was getting lonely. Alright, so just finish this, then I'll be finishing, and I'll hand you over towards Rabbit Man if he's going to be streaming still. We shall probably come back on here tomorrow night. Well, obviously not, Nathan. Didn't miss you because you were timed out, so the old temporary ban hammer found you alright. What's not to miss? A highly intellectual conversation. There you go. Now imagine if this had gear change sounds on it. Nice little pair then. So we'll come back on here tomorrow night, all being well. Probably buy a couple more fields then and decide what animals we'll go for. I think we've got enough bales on there for a little while. Let's have a look at what we've got. So 19 on there, that ain't too bad. But for now, that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. So don't forget to check out today's video. I haven't got a link ready this time. Let us know what you think about these maps. Chat about them in Discord, etc. But for now, I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye for now.